Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Yoga for Real Life with Jill. I'm here because we spend a lot of time on couches these days, and sometimes when you're here, you just want to take a break and get some movement in your body. So here's some few easy moves to help you get a little bit of stretching and yoga while you're on your couch. First thing you want to do while you're sitting down is just giving your body a big stretch. So keeping your feet flat on the floor. Let's bring your hands to your heart center. Taking some deep breaths in and out. Just setting the intention of slowly building a practice and slowly growing and healing and stretching and becoming more healthy. So here we go. Let's bring our arms up over our head with a big stretch and bringing them back down to the side of our couch. Now I want you to put your arm flat on one side of your couch, or the floor is fine, or on your mat. Bringing your other arm up and over. Take a big breath in. Lean and just stretch that right side of your hip. Let's take about 3 or 4 deep breaths here. And slowly bring it back to center. Putting your right arm down on the couch. Bring your left side up and over. Deep inhale and exhale. Two more breaths on this side. And come on back up to center. I want you to just roll your shoulders up and back, opening those shoulders, getting those bones cracking and moving, especially if it's early in the morning. And going forward the other way. All right, let's take a big roll with your neck down toward the left side. And as you come around to the front, moving in the opposite direction. All right, coming back to center. I want you to bring your left ankle on top of your right knee. All right, do your best you can. For some of you, this may feel like a stretch already. But for those of you who need a little bit more stretch, I want you to take a big breath in, bring your body up, and slowly lean forward. This should help stretch your left hip and your left thigh. Simple leaning forward. These can be done anytime. Just take a couple minutes here and there to stretch it out. And remember to breathe. If it feels tight, one of the natural things we do is hold our breath if something's tight on our body. Like, oh, that's tight, tight. But it's important to breathe through it. And when we breathe through it and put our breath and sense of opening on that part in our body, sometimes it can help it feel more open and help give it a sense of relief. All right, putting our left foot back on the floor. You want to bring your right ankle up on top of your left knee. Inhale and stretch up, and then leaning forward. Bringing your chest basically toward your calf muscle. And sometimes you'll notice one side feels tighter than the other, one side feels more flexible than the other, and this is totally normal. Our bodies are actually not exactly symmetrical. All right. Taking one more breath here. Great job. All right, bringing it back to center. Now, this is probably the best thing that you'd like to do is laying down on the couch. So when you're laying flat on the couch, a good way to get an extra stretch, keep your toes pointed to the ceiling, lifting your left leg straight up to the sky, clasp your hands behind your leg, and just gently pull while you're still keeping your right toes pointed to the ceiling. And breathe and stretch. Just opening up that hip a little bit. Our legs spend so much time in a bent position, it's really important to help try to get them to a straight-legged position. And bring it back down. Let's point those left toes toward the sky while we lift our right leg up. And breathe and stretch. And you just want to stretch as far as you can. Maybe some of you are stretching here, and that's a good stretch for you. That's fine. Do what works best for you. And if you can't bring your arms around behind your leg, go ahead and use a belt or a towel or something that can help give you that stretch below your hamstring. All right, awesome. Okay, so another thing that's important is keeping your legs up in the air to help give you some energy and blood flow in the opposite direction. So one of the easiest ways to do that is to actually put your legs up on the couch or up on the wall so they move straight up. So once you've got your legs up, staying like this for about a minute or two would be great. And actually letting your head stretch. Now, if you don't feel safe with your head back like this and your legs up, just keep your legs hooked on your couch and just give your head a chance to get some blood flow up into it. And reaching forward. Get a new perspective on life. All right. And like I said, if you don't feel comfortable with having your head off the edge of your couch, a good way to do this is to just go on the floor and put your legs straight up against the wall. When you get as close to the wall as you can, rolling to your side and putting your legs straight up. And staying there for a minute or two will help make a difference in creating some more blood flow in your system. All right. Great. So I'm hooking my legs back on the couch, using my stomach muscles, not my neck, to help bring my head back up and slowly turning back onto the couch. Now rolling onto one side, I just want to give you guys one more good leg stretch to help your legs stretch in the other direction. So what I'm going to do is bring my right leg up, bent knee in front of me. Now there's going to be different levels of flexibility you're going to have. But keeping your right leg here, I want you to lean forward and do your best to straighten your left leg. When you straighten your left leg, it's easier on a couch because you get a little more cushion, a little more give, but this will help stretch your hip flexors in front. And just making sure you just stretch in equal and opposite directions all the time. And slowly come on down. And when you move forward, this will actually stretch the opposite leg. So now my right hip is feeling more of a stretch. And just another breath here. And coming on back up to center. We've got to turn in the other direction. Getting that left leg bent in front of us. Leaning forward, straighten that right leg, and stretching on the opposite side. So you can have different variations of what works for you. You see I've cheated a bit. My left leg's down below the cushion here. So I'm going to bring that back up just to give myself more of a stretch. And slowly coming back down. Giving it a couple of stretches here. And coming back up, uncurling, coming back up to center. Now remember, you also want to make sure that at the end of every session, you take a moment to lay completely flat. A few deep breaths. Just let your body relax, even if it's just for 1 minute. You can make that time for yourself. Once you've taken that few moments, I should say, not minutes, you're going to slowly roll, push yourself back up to a seated position, and come on back to the beginning. Here it was, that easy. 10 minutes, quick yoga for real life. Come on, everybody, we can do this. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste. This is Jill with Yoga for Real Life.